Hello guys, and today is Tuesday, webinar day, as you already know. So if you haven't registered yourself yet, just click in the link in the description, then you will be redirected to the website and you can do your registration. 5 to 6 p.m. on Sydney time. So today as well is the CPI day at 7 p.m. for Eurozone. Yes, that's correct. So year over year, September from last year to September this year is the big guy for today. Followed, of course, after that at 11:45 p.m. For the manufacturing PMI on USA. But first, let's have a look at the Eurozone CPI here. So the previous was 2.2% and the consensus right now is at 1.8%. We are looking at euro-dollar trading pretty much on a range. It's forming a range at the moment, okay? Some people may be thinking, well, it's going to rocket higher, it's going to, go all the way down now. But in my honest opinion, looking at the chart, I can see it somewhat a consolidation, a formation of a consolidation on the top of the chart. As well, right at the level of 1.12, we can see a resistance at the level of 1.12056 that the market have tried to, go through that 3 times and no success on that, and it always come back down. So pretty much we're looking at a consolidation. Now, will the Eurozone CPI tonight 7 p.m. from the year over year plus 11:45 p.m. USA manufacturing PMI, we'll be able to break through one of these 2 areas, even to the top or to the bottom. Now, my opinion is a continuation to the downside, at least for this week until the non-farm payroll. So, in the overall opinion, to be honest, I do believe that euro-dollar will continue to go higher in this year, all right, until the end of this year. There is maybe a possibility of 1.15. I was been talking about this since beginning of January. If you come back all the way down to January on the YouTube channel, you'll be able to watch some videos where I talk about the levels of 112, 113, 115. Indeed, it happened, but it wasn't happening the way I thought it would, much more consolidated. But hey, we broke through the 110. That if we look on a daily, we can see big consolidation. We broke through that level, came back down, retested, and now we are pretty much ranging on the 111 to 112. Okay. Now, if the non-farm payroll comes in lower than expected, we may see a strengthening of the euro, and then a breakthrough the 112.056, maybe targeting 112.500. Okay. If the NFP comes in higher than expected, then we may look to euro-dollar going down to 1.1000. Okay, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this Eurozone CPI will come in, because most important is the ECB is around the corner, and they will have to retreat themselves about this last release today at 7 p.m. CPI. My expectation is a higher CPI into the Eurozone. Yes, the inflation is very sticky over there. We can see that the previous was at 2.2 and the consensus right now is at 1.8. I do believe on a 1.8 to 1.9. So, well, in essence, I'm more towards a neutral to a bit of a bullish. But there's always a possibility to coming lower than 1.8 and being negative for the Eurozone, okay? Well, for the euro. Now, for the manufacturing PMI of September for the USA at 11:45 p.m. tonight, the expectations at 47 and the previous was 47.9. So they're still expecting a lower than the previous. That is no good at all. I do believe that it will come in higher than expected, okay? Just because we're not looking at it, but we've had a chat with Peter Pan in the last podcast. If you haven't yet watched the ACY cast, you're more than welcome to go and watch it because it was amazing. Peter has so much knowledge that he's sharing with us on those podcasts. So take a time after this video and watch the podcast. It's on the YouTube channel. Now, the USA economy is doing pretty good, but we are not looking at it, okay? The labor market is not that bad, it's okay. The inflation is coming down, the core CPI is coming down, much lower than the other countries, but it's coming down, and that's what it matters. And the FOMC already said, if needed, they will continue to cut, they will be data dependent. And if we look to the CMA Fed Watch 2, we're looking at another 50 basis points cut for the next FOMC meeting. Does this actually surprise you, or does this, well, already expecting it? So I do believe that we may see a bit more of a consolidation on the euro area, on the euro dollar, until we see the NFP, all right? And it has always been like that. The first week of the month, especially ending of the quarter, big positions are closing, big positions are getting liquidated. So definitely we may see a bit of a consolidation until Friday. So guys, I hope this could help you. Please share this content with your friends, subscribe to the channel as well, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up, because we are here on a daily basis posting videos for you. If you're yet not registered for the webinar, please do it so by going at the description of the video and click at the link for the webinar, and then you will be registered. You will be redirected to another page and you can register yourself over there. All right guys, thank you so much. I see you in a few hours, or I see you in the next video. Bye bye.